I am down and oh my soul so weary, when troubles come and my heart burden be, then I am still and wait here in the silence until you come and sit a while with me. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains.
Let's discuss today about super-agers. Why are some people living healthier and longer? Maybe it is a lifestyle. Notably, 50% are overweight and obese. 30% of the women were smoking and 60% of the men were smoking. There are diverse answers when you ask them why you think you live so long. I ate chicken fat all my life. I was a ballerina. I ate chocolates, exercised, and didn't exercise. Luck or God. However, the most common thing is exceptional longevity in their family. They have what we call contraction of morbidity. They are less sick. Their life is complete, and then they die. There is something that slows their ages. Once you discover what gene it is possible to design a drug to do the same for people. When you're 100, you become a centenarian. When you're 110, you become a super centenarian. When you reach 80 plus and exhibit continuous cognitive functions comparable to a middle-aged person, you become a super-ager. These active super-agers are supposed to show less brain volume loss. Cerebral atrophy occurs naturally in all humans, but cell loss can be accelerated by a variety of causes, including injury, infection, and medical conditions such as dementia, stroke, and Huntington's disease. These latter cases sometimes culminate in more severe brain damage and are potentially life-threatening. On the contrary, the super-agers avoid such brain atrophy or brain volume compared to most other humans. Cognitive function is a broad term that refers to mental processes involved in acquiring knowledge, manipulating information, and reasoning. Cognitive functions include perception, memory, learning, attention, decision-making, and language abilities. Super-agers, as mentioned before, has little brain volume loss. The researchers used MRI scans to measure the thickness of the area in the brain called the cortex in two groups of subjects, 24 super-agers and 12 controls. Generally, a normally aged adult will lose around 2.24% of brain volume annually. However, the super-agers only lost about 1.06%. It was suggested that because the super-agers lose their brain volume more slowly than their peers, they may be better protected for dementia. By the age of 6, the size of the brain increases to about 90% of its volume in adulthood. Then, in our 30s and 40s, the brain starts to shrink, with the shrink rate growing even more by age 60. Like wrinkles and gray hair that appears later in life, the brain's appearance also starts to change. It's not possible to reverse brain atrophy after it has occurred. However, preventing brain damage, especially by preventing a stroke, may reduce the atrophy you develop over time. Some researchers suggest that healthy lifestyle strategies could minimize the atrophy usually associated with aging. What are cerebral atrophy symptoms? Loss of reasoning ability, disorientation, difficulty with communication, whether vocally or in writing. Memory loss. Declines in reading comprehension. The onset of learning disabilities. In addition to losing less brain volume, more slowly than their peers, they tend to have several helpful anti-aging habits such as exercising to keep themselves fit. Keeping active, such a long, brisk daily walk, benefits both body and mind. Regular exercise helps your heart, and muscle training with weights will reduce the risk of falls. Exercise and other normal body activities increase your oxygen intake. Oxygen's primary function is to provide our body with energy. It all happens within the cells in little organelles called mitochondria, which are natural energy generators. They use oxygen to transform nutrients from the digestive process into energy that can be used directly by the cell, thus causing the body to perform at optimum levels while reducing the risk of chronic diseases. Regular exercise also helps keep your weight within the normal range, which is essential for brain function because having a BMI over 30 triples the risk of Alzheimer's disease. Super-Agers' diets seem to be healthy ones. They eat to live younger. They focus on nourishing your gut, body and mind coupled with regular exercise. As we age, our muscles attached to the bones, referred to as the skeletal muscles, tend to decline in mass. This is referred to as sarcopenia, which seems to begin at 30. The decline is progressive and a more drastic reduction occurs after 60. Sarcopenia can be reduced by a regular resistance training routine at least 3 times a week to maintain lean muscle mass. Gym work would also help. You are never too old to start resistance training. Eating adequate protein is also vital to maintain or to build muscle. Try to eat a good protein source at each meal. Research shows that a diet rich in whole foods and plants improves your health and reduces inflammation and disease risk. A Mediterranean diet is rich in plant foods, and people who consume at least 30 different plant foods a week have the most incredible diversity of bacteria in their gut. We must strive for a diverse population of microbes in our gut because it is associated with a healthier gut and mind. We can move on and ensure that we can live longer but keep healthy. I hope this video presentation was useful. Stay safe and goodbye for now.
When I am on your shoulders, you raise me up.